Lopez wants it away.
And it's hit deep to left center. Andrew Jones on the run. This one has a chance. Home run! Mike Piazza, and the Mets lead 3-2. Beto behind the net. Sweeps it in front. He scores! Beto! 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 Stefan Beto! And the Rangers have one more helmet prime, baby! But it's Mount Vancouver! Anthony for three. Puts it in! Knicks by one with 8.2 remaining!
Joe Namath, number 12, has been the one big sidelight. He's come down here and he says the Jets are going to win. In fact, he doesn't even predict it. He says, I guarantee a Jet victory.
His first at-bat of the game. There's a fly ball deep to left. It's on its way. There it goes. And the Yankees are going to the World Series. Aaron Boone has hit a home run. The Yankees go to the World Series.
This is WHPC Sports Talk on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC.
Come on!
What's up, Nassau County? Welcome to the Tuesday edition of WHPC Sports Talk. Here on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. How's everybody doing? Nico Each, Franz Capere, Brayton Daniello. How are we doing today? Tuesday, March 21st. Beautiful day outside.
Should I say that I'm indifferent?
You can say that.
You always indifferent.
Yeah.
You're either indifferent or just depressed. There's never any happiness.
No, Brayton's never indifferent. He's always screaming and yelling about something.
Yeah.
I think that's the opposite.
It's all right. Baseball season starts soon, Nico, so my depression levels will be through the roof by this rate, especially considering what's happened, right? Happy because the Rangers are doing great. Depressed because, Joe Douglas refuses to pull the trigger for a quarterback because now I'm afraid that it's going to be Zach Wilson and Nathaniel Hackett run offense, in which that case, just I don't want to talk about it, Franz. Talk about how your day's going. I don't even want to think about that right now.
Distract him, take his mind off it.
It won't work.
Man, my day is.
You gotta fix your hoodie string, Franz.
You're so right.
The other one, it's messed up. Show
Bro,
the camera.
like-
Show the fans.
No, I can't, bro. Like, my mic smells funky. My strings are uneven. School's messing me
A
up.
bitch.
Stefulius Randle drops
Oh,
50
man,
plus and we lose.
See, I intentionally didn't bring that up in the intro because if y'all might notice, my voice is a little messed up today because it's a tale of two Knick's experiences. Because when Julius Randle's cooking like that, you know me, I'm screaming, Stefulius Randle. I can't even yell it all the way today because my voice is so messed up. And then, and we'll get to the Knicks right now. 516-572-7440. Call up, talk about it. In case you're living under a rock the last 16 hours or so, the Knicks lost a wild game and a weird game at the Garden to the shorthanded Timberwolves, 140-134. The New York Knicks scored 134 points and still lost the game. Julius Randle scored 57 points, the third most points as a Knick all time, still lost the game. And the other reason why my voice is messed up today, because every freaking Taurean Prince three-pointer, this was the fakest experience I've ever seen in my life. This man's averaging 5 points a game. 5 points. He drops 35 points, 8 threes. He tied the NBA record for the most three-point makes without a miss. Taurean Prince. Let me pull up his stats real quick before I get all the way into it. I know Jalen Brunson, second game back, he played well, but the first half, the Timberwolves scored 79 points. Knicks scored 70. Knicks are down 9 at the half. Timberwolves shot 71% from the floor in the first half. I'm telling my friends, I'm not even tripping. This is fake. This is the fakest shooting half I've ever seen in my life. I've watched basketball all my life out the womb. I've never seen nothing like this. Don't worry, the Knicks got it. The Timberwolves, the regression to the mean will come back and kill them in the end. And Taurean Prince just kept three-pointer cash, three-pointer swish, three-pointer off the bounce swish. Conley drives the paint, 24 points, 11 assists for Mike Conley for the Timberwolves. No Anthony Edwards, no Karl Anthony Towns. Dish out to Taurean Prince for the dagger. This man's averaging 9 points a game, 35 points on the Garden floor. And it goes back to what I be saying about the New York Knicks. And we talked about it yesterday, Franz. I'm proud of the way they've made stars look at the Garden as far as Tatum, Jokic, especially on Sunday or Saturday afternoon. And the other side of the coin was role players, usually in the bad Knicks days, right? Earlier this season and beyond. You're looking at, they had some guy named Zeke Naji. I mean, he's not even a real person. I don't even know where he came from. But he scored 30 points against the Knicks career high last year. We've had random role players just, I don't know what it is about the Garden Lights, but do you not care? Does nobody care about the other 29 arenas in basketball? But the second they come to Madison Square Garden, they got to put on a show. Man, stop. Taurean Prince.
It is the Mecca. I mean, Scotty Barnes and
Taurean Prince.
What's his name, Josh?
I do feel I owe you an apology. I did take the Knicks last night in my parlay, and I have a tendency to jinx things. However, they were also a minus 355, so I really don't owe you an apology in hindsight. I also bet Indiana to beat Charlotte. They also found a way to screw that up.
You put money on the Indiana Pacers?
It's
tough.
It's no ball Hornets, no balls.
You know Fliff, Josh? You ever familiar with Fliff? It's like fake cash, kind of, but you could translate it to like real cash, kind of something like that.
Are we talking money laundering right now?
You want a completely different circle than I am.
Well,
with that.
So I didn't bet actual money. I bet like 1,000 coins on them.
V-Bucks.
Kind of like that. Except without all the emotes. Actually, a nice parlay hit the other night. I was kind of emoting in my bed. But Josh, continue to talk about the Knicks.
I'll try to pick up off that. I'll try my best.
What was Taurean Prince averaging again?
9 points per game.
How much did he put up last night?
35. And he missed one shot the whole night.
One shot. Just
and you know what?
seeing red all game.
Didn't sit right. Like, it gave me a little pain in my chest, as well as when I logged on to Instagram this morning and I see the Timberwolves media team tries to slander JB because he did get grilled in the corner by Mr. Prince on a corner.
He was getting cooked.
Yeah. And they said, like, the picture is so clean, I'm not going to lie. It's JB covering this man's eyes. And the caption is no problem. Can't see? No problem. And then they swipe to the right, and it's a swish right in JB's face. So they slandered our savior. So, you know, just for that, I have a little chest pain in my chest right now because they made him look bad, and it just doesn't sit right with me.
How do you let the kings of choking do this to you? I really don't. Like, look at that city and how bad they choke in, like, every sport. We have the thing in the vault for a reason. I mean...
Yeah, we do. Shout out Joe Biden. I'm not going to play it today, though. I don't want to give Minnesota any type of relevance today. And I'm mad that we were talking about the Knicks win over Denver over the weekend yesterday, but we didn't really on yesterday's show preview the game tonight or last night with Timberwolves. And if we did, what I would have said is that even with no Anthony Edwards, no Karl Anthony Towns, and by the way, they're both expected to make their return to the court pretty soon here, but even without those two, they have guys like Jaden McDaniels and Mike Conley, solid point guard. Rudy Gobert, if you mess up a little bit, he can come back to bite you. I would not have brought up Taurean Prince. That was the last guy I would have feasibly thought of that could beat the Knicks. And think about it, and I'm going to ask the question about just how frustrating was this Knicks loss, or was it alarming in any way, but I'm going to just give you my answer. The Knicks lost a game by 6 points where Taurean Prince, of all people, hit all 8 of his threes. That's not going to upset me.
Yeah.
It's stupid. It's wild. It should never happen. It's a 1 in a million chance that ever happens again, or that it would ever happen in the NBA. But the fact that that all happened, now the Knicks played bad defense for the first 5 minutes of the game, I'm not going to lie, but you can say that got the Timberwolves comfortable the rest of the game. But the Knicks were playing pretty solid defense the rest of the night after that bad stretch to open the game. But it was just contested shot after contested shot. Kyle Anderson, boom. Mike Conley, boom. I already brought up Taurean Prince, boom, 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 boom. There was no stopping it. It was no stopping it. And they tailed off a little bit in the second half. But it's a shame that, like I said, they only lost by 6 with all that happening. Because Julius Randle, we're not talking about him today just because the Knicks didn't play enough defense. And you saw him getting frustrated towards the end of the game. And I've seen some people talking about, here goes Julius Randle again, getting all mad and pissed off. I'm like, this guy wants to win. I'm not ever going to fault a guy that dropped 57 damn points and didn't come up with the dub and him being upset. I'm not going to fault him for that. Makes no sense.
That's a great damn reason to be mad. You dang near break a Garden record, and you come out with an L.
26 points in the third quarter.
An L. Like, you see, that's a great point you bring up there. People are almost so quick to slander Juju, but people voluntarily stepped up behind Steph Curry like, oh, you guys can't treat Steph like that. 50 points in an L, Warriors got to do better.
You know how the slurpers go.
You know what I'm saying?
You know how it go.
But now when Juju does it, y'all want to slander him. Nah, keep that same energy. Man almost dropped 60, and he came through with an L. So keep that same energy. Let him show some emotion. That's what you want to see from players. You don't want to see whining.
Yeah, yo.
Like Jason Tatum when he got himself a tech and left. You don't want to see that. But you want to see passion on the court. You want to see somebody willing to do whatever it takes to win.
Thank you so much for saying that, because I got a problem with NBA fans and the way they're treating. And I never thought it would be the one to say this and defend Julius Randle's name.
I was going to say, it's bad if you're defending him.
I mean, listen.
Granted, he's played great this year, but we know I've heard stories of you ranting on him.
Oh yeah, I called him every name under the book.
Burger?
Last year. I mean, yeah. But
worse?
No. Well, maybe no.
All fair.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
But listen, for all the NBA fans that want to say, number one, oh, load management's so terrible. Stars never play. Da. And you want to sit up and slander Julius Randle? He plays every game. He's played every game this season. So that's number one. And number two, people talk about, oh, there's so much hugging and kissing and all this stuff after games. I don't know whether it's the same NBA I knew back in the day. Where's the NBA I knew back in the day? And then they're going to sit up here and criticize Julius Randle for... He loses a game where he drops 57. I'm not shaking your hand.
Facts.
Why would I? No, I'm not messing with you right now.
Facts.
Why would I feel the need to do that? I'm pissed off. Facts. I have every right to be. I had the game of my life and we lost.
Facts.
So the hypocrisy of NBA fans is a little funny. But that's just what I wanted to say before I let y'all give y'all takes on this game. I mean, listen, just all in all, my point, I'm not going to be mad at the Knicks losing by only 6 when an NPC like Taurean Prince has the game of his life, but I don't know what you guys think about the Knick loss.
Like you said, I don't think it's alarming because Prince dang near played a perfect game. You know what I'm saying? He dang near played well, at least on the offensive end. He dang near played a perfect game, and the Timberwolves barely beat us. So 9 times out of 10, that's not gonna happen when we face their Timberwolves without a Anthony Edwards or without a Cat. But, it's a different story when they come back. But as of right now, nah, that doesn't... Listen, like, we beat contenders. We own TD Garden. We own the Boston Celtics. We beat a team like the Cavs who are ahead of us in the standings. We beat Miami, who, okay, it's not their year. They're not necessarily a threat, but they're still a good team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When we get in dogfights with Philly, we beat the Nuggets, so why am I just going to let one Timberwolves loss shake me up? You know what I'm saying? I wasn't shook when the Hornets broke our 9-game streak, so why am I shook now? Especially when somebody had to play a dang near of a perfect game for them to barely get a win over us. So I'm not worried about anything. And when playoff basketball comes, like we said, that's a different type of mode that the Knicks are going to go into, because all those players they know they're competing for something. So,
now, perfectly put, and I would expand on that by saying I've seen, some Knicks fans I know were definitely mad about the loss just because they really wanted the 4th seed. It looks like, with 9 games left, we're pretty much going to get Cleveland in the first round.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of whether we're going to have home court advantage for it. Now, I knew all along the Knicks were probably just going to settle in the 5th seed just because the Cavs have the easiest schedule remaining over these next 10 games. So with that being said, you're probably not going to catch them. I know they play Brooklyn on Thursday as well as tonight at the Barclays Center. Maybe that's going to be interesting, but they weren't going to catch the Cavs. Now, whether you wanted to blame how they started the season on that, because they've been one of the best teams in basketball since they got Josh Hart. Mm-hmm. Now 12-4 with Josh Hart in the lineup. But I see the loss differently just because I don't think we're ever going to catch Cleveland. But still, bring them on.
Yeah.
I don't care about home court advantage. This team's been better on the road anyway.
Facts.
So it looks like the matchup. And speaking of Cleveland, like I said, they're going to be in Brooklyn the next couple of days here. we'll see how well the Nets can compete with them. Obviously, Mikal Bridges has been the leading man since he came over from Phoenix. He's got his work cut out for him trying to defend Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland and try to put up 25 points to beat that team. And that reason is part of why the Cleveland Cavaliers, one of their actually a source within the organization, said we would rather play the Nets over the Knicks. That's exactly why. The Knicks have more reasons and ways to beat you. Yeah. So, interesting. Bad loss for the Knicks. And obviously they lost, so I'm not going to praise Julius Randle too much. But like I said, 57 points, the third most points by a Knick in a single game, 19 of 29 from the field, 8 of 14 from three-point range, and 11 of 13 from the free throw line. Really a special performance, efficient from everywhere. And the craziest shot of the night, I mean, if you get a bang from Mike Breen in the third quarter, usually he saves those for the last 2 minutes of the fourth or overtime. This man, Julius Randle, went tween, step back from the left wing, swish. I was like, this is when I lost my voice probably, because I was like, yo, Stephoulius Randle is coming.
Yo,
I can't believe this.
That was a Stephoulius Randle moment with a smidge of Harden, because the space on that step back, that was the best step back I seen all year from Julius. That man created so much space. It's like you can't even get a hand up, and the defender couldn't. And you know what he did? He made him pay. That was beautiful.
And the primary defender, now, they had more success to Timberwolves when they switched Jaden McDaniels, who I mentioned before, on him. Much better defender. But I'm watching it, and I'm enjoying the scoring from Julius Randle, but I'm like, yo, this dude guarding his nickname Slow-Mo. I would probably take the dude nicknamed Slow-Mo off of Julius Randle and see if he had better success. But shout out to the Timberwolves. They got it done. They're a desperate team in the Western Conference. They play with that playoff intensity, so I can't hate. Bad news for the Knicks on the court. Bad news for the Knicks off the court. Their legend, Hall of Famer, two-time champion, 2 times Finals MVP, 1970 NBA MVP, NBA 75th anniversary team member Willis Reed passed away this morning at 80 years old. Now I'm going to play some audio to kind of commemorate him, one of the greatest Knicks of all time, at the end of the show. I have some audio from my interview with Walt Clyde Frazier a couple months ago when he talked about Willis Reed and how big that moment walking out of the tunnel, it really lit a fire under that Knicks team in that Game 7 against the Lakers. And also, his jersey retirement, he was a legendary figure, not just on the court, but off the court. And, the NBA, I just said, he was named to the 75th anniversary team. Just, it's a tough loss. I can only think about how Clyde and other guys that were on that team, they just honored the 1973 team against the Pelicans a few weeks ago. So I can only imagine what those guys are going through. Because Willis Reed, I mean, you win a championship with your guys, you're brothers for life. Anybody that's played sports will tell you that, whether it's, high school, college, pros, middle school, CYO, Little League. If you win a championship with your brothers, you're brothers. So it sucks for them and it sucks for Willis Reed's family. 80 years old, he passes away. We'll move on that note, but let me remind you first that you're listening to WHPC Sports Talk here on the voice of Nassau Community College. 90.3 WHPC. It is Joshua Imahi, joined by Nico Each, Franz Compare, and Brayton Daniello. It was looking pretty good in general as far as Madison Square Garden went until last night with the Knicks, but it's still looking pretty damn good for the Rangers. So, y'all know me. I'm no hockey enthusiast like y'all, but...
No, you are.
Not enthusiast.
No one Rangers.
No, we claim you.
Joshua Imahi.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm claimed. I'm feeling welcome and accepted. Okay.
Hockey's for everyone, Josh.
There, see.
Well, unless
you're James Reimer. So.
It's like I think 2 other players refused to wear it also.
Oh yeah, and definitely someone on the Rangers.
Well,
we have yet to find out.
that ended up becoming the whole team. We won't get into that though.
Yeah, nah, that's a real. What do they call a slippery slope? Mm-hmm. That's a slippery slope if we get into that. But
of soaps.
Let's focus on the good with the New York Rangers. So this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Mm-hmm. Saturday against Pittsburgh.
Crybaby bitch Crosby walking off the garden ice, hanging his head as the Penguin season is collapsing around him. It was the greatest scene ever. You know what the funniest part about this was, Nico? I have a friend who's a Penguins fan, and he was texting me. It's like, your years of us bullying you are over. I was like, and I texted him back. It's like, this might be honestly the most complete game I've seen the Rangers play in like the last couple seasons. The next day, they have almost a repeat performance. I was actually got back from coaching my brother's hockey team, which is kind of mid, but I won't get into that.
Are you trading anyone away?
None of that. No,
Trade your brother away.
It's like the only reason they're kind of somewhat relevant. But I get back from that, and I get out of the It's not really. If you watch, it wouldn't be biased. You realize. But I get out of the place, and the service in there is really bad, and I don't check my phone right away. Then I check my score. I'm in the drive-thru to McDonald's because I didn't want to go home and eat dinner. And I was like, 3-0. Let's turn on. By the time I get out of the drive-thru, it's 6-0.
Man, they was.
What the hell is going on?
They was laying the.
Offense is cooking.
Yo, France, your famous phrase is belt to cheeks. That wasn't even belt to cheeks. They was laying straight paddlewood. Straight paddlewood.
That was an old school spanking right there.
That was old school.
Igor was like the wooden paddle they used to use back in the day, and he had Crosby bent over his knee and was just repeatedly smacking the hell out of that cooch.
He walked off the
y'all really just be barely escaping the dump button. Like y'all be getting by but the skin of y'all teeth, boy. That's
He's
crazy.
not wrong though. The cooch was getting
Yeah.
Oh man.
Bro got raw dogged. It was rough.
Y'all be pushing the limits.
Nah, but Nashville really got raw dogged.
I feel bad for them. And yeah,
It's a sad franchise, yo.
It's like you know what the funniest part about it is? I see like Lafreniere for MVP post on Twitter. It's like betting like the one guy that we've never heard of to score that night. And I was like, this is gonna be it. Someone's gonna score. And actually, the game, if you rewatch it, because I didn't see the beginning, Halak made like two or three really good saves at the beginning.
Yeah.
Where like I would have been if I was sitting in the chair, I'd be like looking at it, it's like, yeah, it's over. We're screwed. And then they come back down the other way and score. Like they had 4 goals in like less than 3 minutes.
They had 5 goals within the first 9 minutes of the game.
Oh, it's so beautiful. And you know what? That's the thing. Because, Nico, I'll allude to this. The only thing that's going to hold this team back, other than themselves, is the speed at defense and the team's defense in its own. Because they can have all the goals they want. But at the same time, I mean, we have never been a defensive team, and we don't really have that many defensive defensemen. I mean, our best defensive defenseman, other than Lindgren, would probably it's the top pairing. Probably I'd say be Adam Fox, and he's our best offensive defenseman. So.
Right, but we get Lindy back tonight.
Yes, thank God.
So we finally get to see a full lineup after
and I finally
11 games.
I don't have to see people bitching about Mikkola on the top pair. Because listen, I know Mikkola, he's not the greatest. But I see people destroying this man.
Right. He's a third-pairing defenseman. He's a
third-pairing defenseman. It's like, why are you bitching? He's not supposed to play in the top minutes against the other team's top wingers and defensive pair in their center. So it's like, we put him on the third pairing where he belongs with Schneider. Unfortunately, because Lindgren was hurt, and because, Turk being I can't even say him because he's probably being told by the organization it's going to be the next game, every game.
What do you think happened to him? I think he broke his collarbone.
I don't even know. I'm just happy he's back. But it could have easily been.
I think so.
Well, the hit he got from Oshie was pretty scary. So it could have been...
You think it was dirty?
Well, if you ask PK Subban...
Yo, he's an idiot. He really went from one of my favorite players ever.
He was your favorite player?
He was when he was with Montreal.
Dirty. He's quite literally the R word. But, I mean,
Whoa.
Am I wrong?
Reckless? Oh,
reckless.
No, that's
W.
Reckless.
That's the word.
Most definitely not. But now he was always dirty. He destroyed Sammy Blaze's knee. Sammy Blaze.
He wasn't as dirty when he was early on in his career, but he started becoming an ass, and then I have to hate him now.
Yeah, only thing he's got going for him is his wife, but that's about it. So
milk merchant.
Oh my God!
I know I said no more white women, but I was lying.
He never said that.
Did not say that.
No, he's been on that since day one.
Yeah. So 13-0, we've outscored our opponents in a 24-hour span. If we even do something like a shred of like this tonight against Carolina,
they just have to win.
And
they can win in any fashion. It could be a 10-10 game and win in a shootout. I don't care. Just get the 2 points.
Yes.
I'm happy you brought up Carolina because obviously They got them not for just one game this week.
Two.
This scheduling is so dumb.
It is.
Dude, like
It's terrible. We played Pittsburgh 3 times in one week.
The Devils play Tampa
Yeah,
like
it's wild.
3 times in a week also. I'm like,
bad.
when's the last time you actually saw like a team play 2 games in 3 nights at the same arena? Like, I felt like that never happened before the season.
I don't think so.
The Rangers play the Islanders 3 times out of nowhere. You know, I
Yeah.
feel like the season series got screwed up every way this
Yeah,
season.
we haven't. When was the last time we played them?
The Islanders December.
Yeah. That
that's
will be
when
that was the last game of the season against them.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. One of the biggest rivalries in the NHL.
Nope, Gary just Gary don't come home. How
Yo,
about
he
that?
really we
He's an
need to push him out. We need to get him out.
You get him and
because
Rob
now
Manfred. Why don't we
Fanatics.
just ship them? Why don't we make them all learn Chinese, like Adam Silver said, and just ship them all off to like the middle
I
of
think
like
that's a great idea.
like I don't know, like Haiti or something. Ship them off to Cuba with Tupac or something. I don't care. He's quite literally stupid.
conspiracy.
He's stupid. The jersey decision that they made today
don't even get me
is the
started.
dumbest thing.
I was talking with you about it before the show. The freaking jerseys that come in from Fanatics, and like for the most part,
gonna
like,
be so bad.
I'll get this from like NHL Shop, which I guess is sponsored by Fanatics, I guess
Yeah.
in a sense. I'm like, this is good and all, but like some bro be getting like his Jack Hughes jersey, and it's like the 86 on the back and like
13's on the side.
13 on
Yeah.
like the shoulders. I'm like, this can't end good.
I just don't get it. Why can every other major sport league have Nike, but we get stuck with Fanatics?
Because Gary's an idiot. He's quite literally stupid. He's a punk bitch. But
I concur. I second that.
Yeah, you gotta like trademark that. He's a punk bitch.
You
gotta, like,
You got it. We all got to
Nah,
trademark.
Yeah, you gotta go to like a store.
No, because you see, of all the controversial things I say, that would be the one that would get me canceled.
Punk
I
bitch?
could say all
Nah,
the curses
I
on air. No,
disagree
but
with
me
that.
Nah, I don't think so.
trademarking it. Me
I disagree
trademarking
with
it.
that.
Bro, you gotta go to like a store, get it customized, put it on a hat. Like that would be
Just
tough.
want to get
Punk
punk
bitch,
bitch
yeah,
WHPC merch.
Matter of fact, I'm about to steal that idea. You better move fast, or
Greenberg,
I'm gonna steal that.
Greenberg, if you're
Guys.
listening, I want the punk bitch intro next. If you're listening. I know the nut. We didn't use the nut hang one today. I should use that Thursday though.
We didn't. That's an oversight by me. It's all good.
Nothing.
So, what was I going to ask? Oh, yeah, the Hurricane. So, this is the one team you've been looking up at, the Rangers. I know the Devils, too, but you can't tell me the Rangers are worse than the Devils. Or the Devils are better than the Rangers.
Josh, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I think we're the best team in the league right now.
I mean, they're playing the best right now,
Yeah.
without question.
Definitely,
So,
most definitely.
with that being said, though, 6 points behind them, 2 games coming up. And obviously, the Rangers have pretty much established themselves as firm Stanley Cup contenders. But just how big, try to break it down for the casual fans out there, just how big are these next 2 games for the New York Rangers?
The biggest of the season, I'd say.
Yeah, you could. I mean, I don't know if it's. Who would you rather play in round 1? Let me ask you that.
Between Carolina and New
or
Jersey?
Carolina.
Carolina.
I'd probably-
We own them.
We quite literally.
We are their daddies.
So,
Yeah. Ever see that post with the Empire State Building and like the stats?
Oh, yeah. They're 1-6 since they made that post. Carolina sucks.
Are these next 2 games as big as when McDonald's brought back the McRib?
Yo,
Yeah,
McRib is kind of mid. I'm not going to hold you.
Oh.
It's not that good.
Mid is putting it nicely. It's
See,
trash.
before Franz absolutely annihilates.
It'd be like if McDonald's brings back the snack wrap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, it completely slipped my mind. I'm really a snack wrap type of guy. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, so this is a pretty big game.
The McRib is low vibrational, bro.
It's terrible.
It is.
It's bad.
This is a big-
I don't understand how people eat that. That's just a whole pile of mush.
Listen, it's just bad. I can't even eat it because of the beard. I walk out with all that sauce. Just it's not a good
That's
look.
why I had to get rid of my goatee, bruh. I be
Bro.
eating, somebody be asking, yo, what you have for
Bro.
lunch? I be like, why? Because it's in your beard. I be like, yo, bro, you my business, bro. Don't be looking at what I got going on here.
You on my jock? Like, yo, stop.
Facts, right?
Yeah, so the Rangers. This is obviously a big week because you have Carolina twice and you have Florida. So
Florida's an easy one.
not necessarily. They've been heating up.
Easy win.
Well,
Easy.
Yo,
I mean, it's technically going to
please.
be. It's going to be a home. game.
I'm telling you, we win these next 3 games. We could win the division, and then we're on top.
Last time somebody said this was an easy win, our 9-game winning streak was snapped.
Here we
That
go.
man,
Actually,
our
you're
host,
so right.
Joshua Umaki
Yeah,
said the
and
Charlotte
I'm not
Hornets
going to
were-
go out on a limb
were
because
cheats.
I'm a basketball enthusiast. Well, I'm not, but I'm not a basketball enthusiast. But I think the Florida Panthers are. If you put them into the NBA, they could probably play better than the Charlotte Hornets. I'm just gonna.
I feel like the perfect comparison team for Florida is like Miami.
Well,
that's where I put them, but they're heating up right now.
They're the most disappointing team this season because of last year, but they also completely lost that trade for Matthew Tkachuk, so I kind of saw this coming.
I'm gonna watch some Rangers highlights when I go home.
You do that.
Maybe I should.
You do that. Come join the team.
One time I seen a guy grab a puck out the air. I was so confused. I was like, what? I thought you had to use the stick.
Oh, you can bat it down.
Yeah. Somebody informed
Wait, did he grab it and underhand toss it?
Nah, he just dropped it in front of him. And then I asked somebody, I'm like, yo, he can do that? They were like, yeah, he just got to drop it in front of him. I was like, oh, okay.
This man thought he was in the wrong sport. Grabbed it out the air.
Facts.
Damn.
Nico, who should win the Norris? Just let me ask.
Who should win? You know who should win the Norris?
Fox.
Yeah.
But he won't.
He won't.
Eric Carl. What is the point of the Norris anymore? It's just the best offensive defenseman.
Of course
but it's
it is.
In the name. Is it not? It should be to the best defensive defenseman, correct?
That's why they should have 2 defensive awards.
Yeah, but they won't.
Because Gary Bettman's an idiot. And
stupid.
He's a short little man. Short little man.
I
think he's like 5'2".
The short king slander is crazy.
I'm sorry. Yo, I'm a short king. But
You know who Napoleon is?
Napoleon would probably be taller than Bettman, honestly.
Napoleon was average height for his time, okay?
No, Napoleon could make Gary Bettman his bitch. Mark my words.
Probably could. I mean,
Yeah, he literally dang near almost.
and Gary's definitely a bottom. But yeah.
He's so short, he doesn't have much of a
He's always
choice.
in the gutter, bro.
What? First off, his name's Gary.
You know what?
Ain't nobody moaning that. Let's be real. Let's be real. Gary.
Oh, man.
Gary.
That's
impossible.
You know what?
The SpongeBob audio, Gary, come
Yeah,
on.
that's
about it.
Son, that's crazy. That might be because
bro.
I got a couple boys named Gilbert, bro.
So do I. All right, so my friend Gilbert, I text his girlfriend Ariana a lot, and I'm just like,
Text his girlfriend.
well, no, because we're friends. We're all friends. Oh, we're all friends.
yeah. Watch your
Thank
So
you
I
for
make
bringing
fun
that
of
up.
her. I'd be like, "Yo,
That's
you
how it
for real
starts.
scream Gilly?" Like that.
Gilly is crazy.
Like wait, like you for real scream Gilbert? Yeah, like that's impossible.
about
Don't tell
Roy?
me that.
What about Roy?
Roy?
Yeah.
I feel
I feel like that's a more masculine name.
Yeah, Roy. Cool.
Roy. Roy.
How do you
Yeah, that's a good
scream Gilbert, though? Like,
Gilbert.
it's not like Gilly. No,
Yeah, no, you
accept
can't.
That. I
Nah.
can't.
If you're a Gilbert, please call. I have some questions.
Yeah, we need to talk to you because there ain't
Shout out my boy
I'm over
Gilbert.
here laughing. My name is France. Like,
That's a cool name. You have a Z in your name. You're cool.
Nico, what's your full name?
What's my full name?
Yeah.
My gov?
Gov.
Not
I'm only gonna say if everyone else says.
your
my government is France.
Joshua.
Oh, full first name.
Yes.
Oh, Nicholas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can dig
well,
that.
Oh, word?
Nah, yo, she's like, yo,
See,
I complimented man's name.
I knew he was gonna take it there eventually, bro.
Can't say that,
Like, I'm complimenting his name. Like, yo, I used to have a best friend named Nicholas, and this man's like, oh, word?
Now,
Like,
now the FBI about to come flying through your apartment,
yo,
Nico.
next topic, man. Nico just kills my vibe.
I knew he was gonna take it there eventually. I just knew it.
What about Keandre?
What about Keon? Yo, he's my guy. He's my guy for. That was my mom's favorite player on the team too. Every time he shows up,
Oh man.
What?
she's actually like in love with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, she would for real leave my dad for him.
Nah,
Damn.
that's crazy.
I mean, me too. I mean, Keandre's like that guy.
Oh.
You know how like Henrik Lundqvist was like the sexiest man in the NHL when he was playing?
Dude, my sisters won't shut up about Trevor Zegras. It's annoying.
He's ugly as hell. He's like every kid from Massapequa I've ever met.
That's a Pico caught a stray just now. Like,
I'm not wrong. I mean, Massapequa, Long Beach, y'all look the same. I don't know what you
Listen,
want.
you can take it worse and go to Massapequa Park. Yo, some of the stuff I seen over there, it's not what you want.
yo, chill. They be tipping me good on Uber Eats, so I'm not with the master.
You actually so right about that.
Yo,
Please, they are. They're from Massapequa. Could probably buy me and my whole family if they wanted to.
please give me your money still. Like,
Your money. Hey, yeah, aren't you the guy from WHPC? Yeah, hell no, we're not taking you.
Yo,
Anyway, so yeah, Keandre Miller's hot.
The goat.
What was the story?
Yeah, Nico, just by choice before we move on, do you, out of curiosity, do you call him Key by chance?
I always call him Key.
Okay, because my friend's like, I've never heard him anyone's, like, my friends tell me, I've never called him that. Never heard anyone call him that.
You know how that
Like,
started?
I call him that all the time. Why?
Keith Kincaid, the old backup, he used to tweet out the lineups for every game with emojis. And Keandre's was always Key. So that stuck. But yeah, he's my guy.
Goat.
I need his jersey.
Where's Keith Kincaid now, you think?
He's in Colorado.
That brother flipping burgers. Is he?
He's in Colorado.
Maybe he's flipping burgers. I don't know. Is he the backup?
Could be.
I think he's like the third string. I don't know.
Oh, so he's down with the Colorado Eagles. Oh,
Yeah.
well. Josh, what should we talk about now?
I just want to congratulate y'all on the great hockey segment. That was.
Let's do that hockey.
That was.
I think that was the longest hockey segment we've had since
Man,
the
listen.
Irish Poet.
Sometimes.
No, it was a 1 hour one for the start of the season.
Yeah.
Listen, I am an equal opportunity type person. I give everybody their love.
We
on certain
appreciate it,
topics.
Josh.
See,
Nah, I'm telling you.
But hockey can never be the first topic.
Never.
I mean that.
It's not, no, but we learned that at IBS conference.
that-
we learned that.
Yeah, well, you
I
see,
never said
Hockey
that.
can never
No.
be.
The-
That's what the dude said.
the admin of WHPC, if God forbid we start a show with hockey, would quite literally be Adam Silver. He'd be telling us to get ready to learn Chinese.
Yeah, probably.
Or Japanese.
Yeah, ooh.
Speaking of Japan.
Yeah, speaking of Japan.
Should we talk
Segue.
You know, the reason that Edwin Diaz is, you know, I'm going to sit this one out, I think. I'm going to go cry in the corner. I'm going to go quite literally.
Brayden, it'll be okay.
You know who else is
No,
crying?
it won't be okay.
It will-
It never is okay.
Oh,
It
man.
never.
You're right.
ever
It won't be
is.
okay.
Here
We're not
we
winning
go,
the World
man.
Series now. It's over.
I'm okay. So let me say this about before we talk about the World Baseball Classic.
Got
I'm
him
not
started.
against the fact that the Mets could still be good. I'm just angry that whenever we pay someone money, they go and they hurt themselves. Like Brandon Nimmo too. He's gonna be fine, hopefully. But we just paid $20 million to the most electrifying player in baseball, and now he's out for the season. I want to do terrible things. I hate this.
Like what?
Whoa.
What's on your
Don't
list?
ask him that.
No, what's on your list?
It's
What do you want to
not
do?
as bad as
I
like
wanna
what
know.
you just
Are you going to be going to Jones Beach?
What?
Wow.
I just want to know. I mean, I would like to be there.
What, you gonna bury me in the sand?
Well, no. Things happen in the
I
Jones
mean, I'll
Beach
do
parking
it
lot
for
during the
you.
winter.
Like what?
Yo,
Cars go on fire. I don't know.
y'all asking too many questions and they not the right questions.
No, I'm genuinely curious, Nico. You have something
You can be
wanna tell?
genuinely curious after the show. How about that? I don't like where this is going.
I don't know if I should talk about this.
Nah, I don't like where this is
Probably
going.
not, yeah, probably
People
not.
go to the parking lot. They don't come home. That's really what I'm getting
probably.
Nah,
at. Yeah, they just leave a
You can
note.
just bury me in Gilgo, But,
Who go?
yeah.
You want to meet the guy?
Wait, are you the guy?
I no.
Yo, Brayden, that was a narc-ass question, bro. I'm sorry.
For real.
That's
Like I'm gonna say yes.
That's great.
Obviously, I'm not the guy.
undercover.
What?
That's like the biggest thing. It's like, I had this thought the other day, when someone if you were to ask the student if he was cheating, what do you think he's gonna say? No. Like yes, he's gonna admit to doing it. I just feel like it's the stupid ass questions people get asked sometimes.
I don't know, some people are bold, just be like, yeah, it's me.
Well,
Yup.
some people.
Speaking of cheating,
Everybody freezes up.
I've been using ChatGPT a lot for my homework.
Dude, my friend,
It works.
my friend texted me that he goes to Stony Brook, said, yeah, they're promoting this thing. It's like, what are you thinking? Why would you promote that? That's terrible.
Yo, do y'all remember, y'all might be too young for this, but do you remember an app called Yik Yak?
Yes,
Yik
I was
Yak
on Yik Yak.
Yik Yak was fire.
Brady, you know Yik Yak?
No.
Yeah, me.
Yik Yak's still around. It's just nobody
Yeah.
uses it anymore.
Man, listen,
only
back-
weirdos use it. I've realized.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Back in the day, though, that was elite.
What was Yik Yak?
It was like anonymous message boards
Yeah, so.
for 5 miles around you.
Oh, that's hard.
Yeah, no, it was heavy on college campuses.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah,
It was elite back around 20. Y'all gonna call me old, but 2016, 2017 on this campus.
Mm-hmm.
I'm almost afraid to ask what these anonymous chat rooms were about. Should we talk about baseball?
Well, you can
it was just messages. You would just scroll and see
Yeah.
what people are talking about.
Well, I mean,
Well, it's a good
I used to ask people to play Madden on it.
Yo, pull up. Let's finally move on to the World Baseball Classic, because Japan and Mexico faced off in the semifinals last night, and this is how it ended. Listen carefully, all right?
His saucy set!
All right, y'all got all that?
Real as hell, yo.
So basically,
He was spitting, yo.
he was. Basically, just wrap that up. If y'all didn't hear it, I don't know why y'all wouldn't hear it, but he basically said Murakami to the left center gap. Otani scores. Winning run scores. Japan wins over Mexico in the bottom of the ninth for last licks, 5-4. Man, when Otani hit that double to lead off the inning, first pitch, I'm like, oh, damn, Mexico cooked. They had a nice little run, nice little game.
Shout out my beaners, yo. We took the L on this one.
Japan?
Damn.
What?
You
Smart
right.
people.
You right.
Yeah, we all pintos. Kidney beans. We all. That's us.
Yo.
You know. Yeah, that might one do it. That one might do it.
I had pinto beans in my Chipotle bowl today.
Oh, word?
Yeah, I'm a little gassy right now.
Hey, Nico, what do you have over there?
What do I have over
In
here?
a bowl.
Oh, this is actually a salad.
No, we're talking about baseball.
There's broccoli in here. There's pickled onions.
I didn't even notice this man brought a whole plate into the studio.
Quinoa.
Good when I came.
Yeah, I'm actually on like a fitness thing right now. Yeah,
Proud of you.
thank you. Tired of being fat.
That's some like pink stuff in there.
Pink stuff? Yeah, it's pickled onions.
Pickled onions.
Pickled onions.
Sounds delish.
585 calories. Thank you.
So cheek, Nico. So cheek.
You know.
Oh, we don't. It's not talking.
Anyway, so Japan.
Yeah, they play USA in the final tonight. So Shohei Ohtani, we just mentioned him before. He's prepared to pitch tonight. Yu Darvish is expected to be available in relief. And the Diamondbacks, Merrill Kelly, 3.77 ERA last year for the Diamondbacks. He'll get the start for Team USA. So I'm going to just ask the question, who we got in this game?
All right, come on, man. You know what I was born on.
Do we?
USA, baby.
USA.
Yo, I hope USA loses hard, yo.
I mean,
Nah.
explain yourself.
No. I was making fun of this country the other day because there's no country pride anymore. There's no nation pride for these teams.
I mean,
No. I've seen nobody celebrate USA winning.
See, Franz has a point. You are the prime minister.
I am. Let's go Japan, baby.
We're Ishaboing along.
Oh, Japan deserves it. USA's, they've done some bad things to Japan. So
Yeah, well,
right now it's 2-1. It's 2-1 USA, right? So now it'd be tied if Japan wins.
Wow.
Nah, this one might be for all the marbles because Nico's digging back all the way in history.
No,
Like,
you're really trying to get us canceled.
Wow.
Right?
Cursing.
Listen, USA 2-time national champs, but like,
Wow.
nah, son. Good night.
See, it's not often I'm left speechless on the show, bro.
Imagine
That
Mike,
one right
imagine
there,
Mike
bro. I
Breen
told
calling
you.
that bang.
Nico, man.
Wow, yo.
USA from deep.
That's
Nico
crazy.
is on a world tour to get canceled, and Braden just featured himself willingly with this Mike Breen bang call.
Yeah, you aligned yourself, bro.
Yeah, you guys are done.
Wow.
I mean, we kind of right.
It's all right, punk bitch. We got me canceled first. I'm calling it.
Listen, shout out to Japan and,
I'm speechless,
and
yo.
animes, I love anime. But I gotta rock with my Americans. Because at the end of the day, America.
Most afraid to ask where the anime context came from, but
Nah,
The
I
anime's
just love,
fire. Anime's fire.
I just got put
Yeah.
onto anime like late 2022 and I'm digging it. So shout out
You did it to
Japan.
What
back
type
some,
of anime?
You did it to back some girls, ain't you?
What?
You did it to back some girls, ain't you? Don't lie.
What?
You did it to back some girls, ain't you? Learn about anime.
Oh, nah.
Nah. Yes, you did.
You did? Nah, that's the only reason.
Nah, I swear I didn't. Actually, a girl put me
Okay.
onto
It's
the
anime.
routine
That's why
anime
you started
things.
watching it. Because of a girl.
But
That's
like,
the only reason a lot of people
She's
start
not really-
watching
I
it.
mean, I can't fault you.
She not really my speed. She got lost in the sauce, and she's just not the old her. Maybe if it was a couple years ago,
She switched up.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. But I do thank her. Tokyo Ghoul was fire. Death Note. Next is Naruto.
Naruto fire.
Yeah, I saved
Back
the
in the
best
day?
for last. I heard Naruto's the best, so I'm saving it.
Attack on Titan's pretty good.
You said what?
Attack on Titan.
Oh yeah.
That's the only one I've watched.
Where are we on One Piece?
Yo,
I never
it's
finished.
too many episodes.
Yeah.
I mean, I never even started.
Maybe I should.
I'm not even gonna start watching it. I'm not gonna
Now I
finish
feel
it.
left out. Now I'm the only one here who doesn't watch anime.
Hey man. Get into
Sorry,
it.
I don't watch anime. I watch Attack on Titan. That's it. And Invincible, but I don't know if that doesn't count
Nah, I'm counting Invincible.
as anime.
Yeah. Why not?
Well, then if you count that as anime, then it's like regular show anime.
That's a slippery slope, bro.
I'm saying
That we about to cause some controversy on the show, bro.
Well, regular show.
regular show's a great show.
It
First
is a
off.
great show.
It is.
It's a phenomenal show.
You know what?
Free
I'll
pop.
count it as anime. I'll do it.
Can't believe
I'm
they
an avid anime watcher.
There you go. There you go.
Well, the South Park anime.
Shut up, Kyle.
Yeah. Ugh.
I honestly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
But that's like.
I
dark
love the anime.
They do some like whack ass stuff in that. Like way too whack.
It's uncancelable. I'm trying to get like South Park.
Well.
No,
I'd
you
like
could
to see
definitely-
how far you get. I'd like to see.
I've been said Nico the next Howard Stern, bro. Y'all don't want to hear me.
Nah, he's gonna be Skip. Nah, you're not as much.
Can't
of an
touch me.
ass as to be Skip Bayless.
Yo, what did Skip Bayless say? Oh,
Who knows what he said?
Yo, he was talking about John Morant. This is actually perfect because I can announce that he's coming back tomorrow.
Oh boy.
His one day in a counseling facility.
You think he'll bring?
He had one day in there.
One day.
I'm
That's
not
enough.
gonna lie,
Damn.
his cut was pretty fresh when he stepped back in the arena. That's all
He
I'm gonna
was.
say. It was a clean cut. I'm not gonna lie.
I was a little bothered by the Grizzlies crowd members looking at him like he was some zoo animal, but I'll let it slide. But you know, he came back with the epic quote, it's a parade in my city. Skip Bayless, actually, I wish I had the audio in here because Skip Bayless quoted it in the most Skip Bayless way.
What'd he say?
It's a parade inside my city. Like, bro, shut up, yo. This ain't your culture. What are you talking about?
But is it really his? But is it really his city? You know, like with the whole gun allegations. You know, is it really
Wow.
his gun?
I think it's Dylan Brooks City.
The
You gotta check it with Dylan Brooks.
the ovation that Ja got when he stepped back in the arena was kind of funny because it's kind of like everybody's like, "Yeah, you're back from your gun."
That's how it felt. I'm like,
It's like, are we supposed to be clapping for you? Me personally, I would just sit there in silence, but everybody's like, "Woo!"
Nah, I'd
The
be
gunman
scared
is
of him,
back. Let's go.
No, I'd be terrified of him. The way he was
Oh,
sitting
he's
in that
harmless,
club,
stop.
yo.
He's
nah,
harmless.
Nah, no one's harmless the way if they sit like that in the club.
You talking?
it was a low vibrational position, I'll say that.
It was just him in a room full of cash with a bunch of cake in his face, and he was on demon time just staring into the abyss.
Nico, you think he was?
Nah, he looked like that George Pickens picture from the NFL draft.
Oh, in front of the TV.
Yes. Bro was ready.
You think he fits the stereotype of that one kid that every high school grade has?
What stereotype?
What do you mean?
I don't want
What's
to
the-
talk. This might actually get us canceled. I'm not going to talk about it.
Who's us?
You open
That's all you, bro.
You open Pandora's box.
I'm
Now
not
you-
going to talk. This is a moment for after the show. This is a moment for after the show.
It might not even be that. I don't know. I'm scared. I'm scared. Where's this going, Brady?
Yeah.
Me? Of all people? Bro,
That's
you're
what OJ
twice
said.
my height. What am I going to do to
Wow.
But your
We are. We circling all the
you?
bases
My words. That's
today,
what Nico
bro.
says all the time.
What?
A lot of stuff.
I say a lot of things.
Yeah. Maybe not cancelable, but definitely weird.
I mean,
Braid, do you look up to Nico as a role model?
Britain's older than me.
No, I think I've been.
Don't matter.
I've been
Don't matter.
traumatized. I've been traumatized by him. I think.
Whoa.
What?
I'm not that crazy.
Debatable.
Have a good time.
Too good a time. Maybe.
I think you look up to Nico, bro.
Nah, Nico gonna send me to Mississauga. I'm calling.
Mississauga. What a callback.
Send me there with Drake and the Toronto strip club.
Yo.
Yes,
Hey, you
Drake.
can. I mean, there's other neighborhoods in Toronto. I mean, if you want to go down the gamut, bro.
Yeah, so, don't worry, Nico. Soon they'll be naming an avenue after like Ben Simmons or something when he gets traded there.
Yo, if that ever happens, I swear to God, I think I might have to take a leave of absence.
Oh, Ben Simmons to the Raptors.
Yo, I might cry. Especially if it's like a Oscar Siakam check.
Sheesh.
I'd be over.
Speaking of the NBA, before we move on real quick to the NFL, we got some Jets and Packers news over Aaron Rodgers to get to.
Nico can yell.
So, I rarely claim credit for things on the show. I really should do it more often, but I play it humble. It's all good.
You're gonna claim my trademark allegedly.
Yeah, I am. But I already did it. I got my iPad in front of me. I already went to the website, bro. You
enough.
got beat to the punch.
Fair enough.
Sorry, I already trademarked your name, Josh.
That's
I
great.
actually don't doubt that.
Probably did.
We get T-shirts with it.
I don't doubt that you will. I really don't.
And all the tweets he used to send out. Remember those?
Oh, we gotta bring that back, yo.
Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, how'd that interview go?
Oh man, it went great. He's a really upstanding kid.
Yeah, he's a
You know,
huge ally.
Yeah. You know, people had the wrong idea about Anthony Edwards, man.
You think he's behind the reason that Reimer didn't wear the jersey?
Maybe. Maybe they're besties. Maybe they go to the same church.
Nah, there's a higher powered MSG, and it's Anthony Edwards. Dolan doesn't know what he's doing. He's not even in control. Josh, what about the NBA?
Oh, I don't even remember. Braden, if you want to take over the NBA topic, you feel free.
No Knicks enthusiast. NBA. All right, so Knicks have to, we have to win more rounds than the Knicks this year. Nico, you okay? Are you good? Why don't you let me and Nico rant about...
Yo, that was mad funny.
rant about Aaron Rodgers.
I'm a funny guy.
Aaron Rodgers, you mean the guy who's never going to be a Jet?
I mean, that means he's a Packer. So that's...
He's a Packer. Zach Wilson's going to be your starting quarterback next year.
Yeah, but that also means your life's going to be miserable because...
That's okay.
No, it ain't.
I've already accepted the fact I'm not getting a Super Bowl for the next, 20 years, probably.
Jordan loves it. No, Jordan loves nice.
No, he is.
Don't say that.
But I have to accept the fact that's not going to happen. So when it does happen, I can be happy about it.
You'll get your one that comes along every two decades. What you talking about? I'm not even trying to throw shots.
Well, I mean...
Don't say that.
Favre gets you one. Rodgers gets you one.
There wasn't a ring for 30 years at one point.
Well, could always be worse. Look at me. What do I have?
Yeah. The one quarterback that did it for you is kind of mid.
Man. Look at Joe Namath. It's so inspirational.
It's really not. He was terrible.
Shut up.
He was not a good quarterback.
Hey, thanks. Way to rub it in my face.
He had more interceptions than touchdown passes.
That's right.
How do you do that? It was by 100 too.
What would you do? What would you do if Jordan Love became a Jet?
Yeah, I actually might flip a table. That might.
It's gonna happen for the most irrelevant player to or pick. Be like, here, take our future for.
But that reported package that Green Bay wants.
That's pretty
I would
good.
pounce on that. That was a good deal.
I mean, because you think about it, it's like what I was texting in the group chat. The Jets don't have to worry. Well, the pressure obviously will be on next season anyway, because then you have a starting quarterback. But if you do completely fumble the bag, which the Jets have a history of doing, at least you have your first round pick.
Right.
It's not like a Russell Wilson scenario, The only part of what was it? A first, a fourth this year, and a third next year, right?
And Tyler Conklin.
Which I'd rather keep Conklin because I liked him last season. But it's at the same time, to fill a position that you obviously need, you would obviously should do that.
Right.
Why did Douglas... That was a move proposed by Douglas to Green Bay or Green Bay to Douglas?
Green Bay wants that.
That's fair, I feel like.
That's better than what,
It's better than what you were saying for multiple first-round picks.
That's what the reports were in the beginning,
yeah,
though.
well,
so.
was it Adam Schefter reports or...
No, you can't trust anyone anymore.
That's true. Well,
only Trey Wingo.
You can only trust Balzac Sports, obviously. But
it's true. Get sacked.
Trey Wingo, don't get me started. So yeah, Jets. Please, Joe Douglas, do something reasonable. Please get Aaron Rodgers because if Zach Wilson is our starting quarterback, I'm gonna yeet myself off the Coca-Cola corner.
What if out of nowhere the Jets signed Cam Newton? Yes, he was saying
nah, it's over. It's over.
Yes,
there ain't 32 people
better than me.
Is he wrong though?
I thought Ryan Tannehill.
He might be.
Was bad.
I don't think he's wrong, but I don't think he's as high as he thinks he thinks he's higher than he should be as of right now. That's what I think. I got to get a full list of all starting 32 quarterbacks, and then but right now, I think he thinks he's on a higher pedestal than he really is.
This is Cam Newton we're talking about, correct?
Yes.
That might be the funniest thing I've ever heard. That's great. He what does he think he would rank out of 20, you think, right now? Just out of
20 or 32?
32.
Out of that comment, I'm thinking he's feeling like he top 10.
He in the wrong decade.
Right now? Cam Newton top 10?
Hell no.
No.
God. No. It's gonna happen. He's going to the Jets.
Top 31, maybe.
Top 32, watch it. Top 33.
Yeah.
I'll put him up.
I mean, all right, let's see. Is he better than Davis Mills?
Oh.
I don't watch Davis Mills.
No, he's not.
Thought he was next up.
Is he better than Zach Wilson?
I think that would be the one guy who's better than.
My grandmother.
I gotta be honest with you. No, it's not.
My sister actually might be better than Zach Wilson.
It's not tough to do. The ceiling is so low. His ceiling is so low that literally I could probably quite literally throw a football. You could throw a football better than him, Nico. I think everyone here could. Everyone in this studio, everyone on this campus.
What? Wait.
I mean, me and Josh, we're electric on the field.
Oh yeah, that chemistry is unmatched, bro.
Who's the football star at QB?
Luke Sprague.
Get him in.
Was he good?
Over Zach Wilson,
Yeah, he was.
100%.
No, he's
He
not.
was.
See,
I did some of the
He led
games.
the
I saw some of the live
NJCAA
streams. He did good.
in, like,
He did better than
passing
Zach.
What are his stats like? How many fadeaway interceptions?
0. He's not doing that.
Nah,
He's very
Nah, he has IQ.
But, you know,
yeah.
That's rare in New
Our
York.
O-line wasn't the best. Our O-line wasn't the best. But behind a good O-line, throw him on the Jets.
It can't get worse than Zach. It can't get worse.
It could get worse.
What if the Jets did pick up Cam Newton? Like, hypothetically speaking,
Oh,
how far do you think they would go?
No, you'd never hear
Well,
from me again because they wouldn't go anywhere. I would quite literally end up probably in Cuba. I would.
Interesting.
This obsession with Cuba. you know in Cuba, bro.
Tupac.
You know
Brandon misses
Tupac in
Tupac.
Cuba.
I'm gonna go back there.
He's your guy?
I'm gonna end up somewhere.
California Love was your thing?
I'm gonna end up like playing in a half-hour intro.
Braden was beefing with Biggie Smalls, bro.
Damn, you from the East Coast too. How you gonna do that?
Yes.
How you gonna do that to Biggie?
Traitor.
I can't do it.
He's hypnotized.
If Cam Newton to the Jets would be worse than Ben Simmons to the Raptors.
Nah.
It would.
Nah, Ben Simmons
Look
is
at
as
the
bad as it
scenario.
gets.
Nah, Ben Simmons really is.
Yo, I remember I really
think-
stood
I don't
behind
concur.
Ben Simmons. It's the old man and the 3. They fooled me.
They really did.
They interviewed him and I felt bad. And
I hate to talk down.
You
to some-
can't feel bad for someone named Ben.
Hold up, because no, because y'all piling on, because he's dealing with injuries, he's dealing with back soreness and knee soreness. Bro.
Rough nights in Williamsburg.
Listen, what?
How good? Look at all the game time he's playing. Left bench is a tough position to play, Josh. I don't think you understand.
Yeah, it's a lot of sitting around. Your back can get stiff. I get it. I
knee
get it.
soreness and he
I was
has
getting
to
raw
pray
dog.
to the Holy Father.
Same.
man.
Jesus.
What could your knees be? Why are your knees in pain, bro? If you're not saying your daily prayer, why are your knees in pain?
I wonder
know you
why.
aren't a man of God.
He doesn't strike me as a Christian. I'm actually curious about that.
Nah,
Actually,
he be slurping. If I know Ben. Yes, Nico. Yes.
I think that's a good note to.
Yeah.
Actually, it's the worst note to move on to what I teased before the show or during the show at the start of the show with Willis Reed. Wanted to give a little tribute. Have some audio lined up before we get out of here. Got some Clyde Frazier talk from my interview. Talked about Willis Reed and how much it meant to that championship team with the Knicks when he walked out of the tunnel in Game 7. Got some audio of that famous entrance and one of his most prominent words that will stand the test of time from his jersey retirement. So we'll let you hear that. And from Brayton Daniello, France Compare, Nico Weech, this is Joshua Imahi thanking you once again for listening to WHPC Sports Talk here on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. Take me inside that Willis Reed moment, because we were talking to some of the people here, like how momentous that must have been to see him injured walk through the tunnel. Did it kind of light a fire under the whole team, like we got to get this one?
Okay, remember there's no social media. So I was calling around to try to see if Willis would play. Nobody knew. So when I got to the game, he was in a training room. But Holtzman ran us out saying, whether Willis play or not, you guys have to go get ready mentally to play the game. So a lot of people thought it was premeditated, that we knew he was coming. We were just as flabbergasted as everybody else when he came on the court. But I'll never forget, 3 of the greatest players, Chamberlain, Elgin Baylor, Jerry West, they just stopped and they were staring at Willis. And I said to myself, man, we got these guys. You know. And then Willis would come out and make his first 2 shots. I go, there's nothing wrong with this guy. But then the die was cast because the fans made us believe we could do anything.
And I think we see Willis coming out. There he comes right now. 6 feet 10 from Grambling. The captain of the Knicks, the most valuable player of the NBA. Frazier then slows it down, is picked up by Jerry West at the top of the post. Reed. Willis Reed scores the first bucket here tonight. And Reed now is outside. There's his second shot. He is 2 for 2. Willis Reed.
I'd like to say it's been my pleasure. New York Knicks have meant a lot to me in my life, and thank you very much for being so real. Thank you.
Thank you, Willis. Let's give him a real Madison Square Garden send-off.